Alright class, we're going to take the first object we created in the first tutorial. This is going to be second of 5 additions we're going to add to this object. And so you got your rectangle with the circle in the middle, and so we're going to add a few things to it. And let me go ahead and take that image off. And alright, so you're going to, I like to center, keep everything center. We're going to sketch, we're going to select the face of that object, and we're going to work off the face of the object, and we're going to recenter it, and we're going to create a rectangle going down the left hand side, and that's going to be a 1/4 of an inch wide, and we're going to make sure that we light up both top and bottom, get that coincident symbol, and we're going to measure it, select both lines, drag it up, and that's going to be 1/4 of an inch, 0.25. Drag to the side, and we're going to make that 1/10 of an inch from the end, so 0.10. And I like to drag my numbers to the side so I visually keep track of what's going on. Alright, now we're going to put a rectangle right down the center of this circle, and we're going to select line, and we're going to draw out a rectangle, and you can see the vertical symbol that shows up. That means that we got it straight up and down. Light up the bottom, and you'll get that coincident symbol, and we're going to drag over, and we're going to drag back up. Make sure you got your vertical line, and your coincident line shows up once you highlight that. Okay, and drag it over and complete your rectangle. Alright, so we're going to make that 0.4 inches, 4/10 of an inch. Go up and select dimensions, and we're going to drag up and go 0.4 inches. Alright, drag to the side so you can visually see what's going on. So now we have to find the center of this rectangle. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick line and construct, and the reason we pick construct is we don't want the line to count for other purposes besides just finding the center. Once we get that all the way down from top to bottom, we are going to click on or press the escape button to get out of that, and then we're going to select the middle line and the middle of the circle, and we're going to go coincident, and that's going to line up the rectangle with the center of the circle. And we are going to click done, and then we're going to extrude. Alright, you have to select both. Actually, there's 3 different spots you have to select. We're going to remove that, there, and there, and we're going to click and use our mouse wheel to scroll back up to 0.10 inches, 1/10 of an inch. Click OK, and we're done. Alright, so that was pretty easy. Alright, so now we're going to do a dovetail, and we have to select the side because we have to, the dovetail is going to be an angle, and so we're going to have to select the side so that we can do a profile of a dovetail. Dovetail is a connection that is meant to slide another piece and make a locking connection. Alright, so we're going to make sure everything's connected, and we are going to click on measurement, and we're going to make that angle. Click both. What's it doing? Oh, there we go. I clicked on the wrong one. Dimensions, and the angle is going to be 69 degrees. And click on the other side. It's also going to be 69 degrees. Where'd my mouse go? Lost my mouse. There it is. Okay. That's also going to be 69 degrees. Pull that inside. Okay. Now we're going to the depth. We're going to click top and bottom. And the depth is going to be 2/10 of an inch, 0.20. And the top of that is going to be 1/2 inch, 0.5. So we're going to select that line, pull up on the line, and type in 0.5. There we go. Now you have to find the center of that new shape we created, and we click on line, make sure that both the squares appear once you hit the line. That tells you have the center line. Now we're going to click on dimensions, and we're going to find the center of both, and we're going to make that 1 inch from center to center. Okay. All right, so everything's constrained. The entire thing's constrained. You click OK, and we are going to go isometric. We're going to extrude. Okay, we're going to go isometric first, isometric, then extrude. Select, we're going to remove, and we're going to select our area, and we're going to go down to where it says blind. We're going to go drop down and go through all, and click OK. There we go. Now we're going to put a peg on the end of that, or a dowel. It's going to be 0.375 inches long and 0.375 inches in diameter. So first we have to find the center of the rectangle, and so we're going to click on point, and we're going to hover over, and we don't click, we're just going to hover over, find it, hover over it, find it, and then Onshape will remember that you're looking for the center, and then you click, and then you click again, and there is your center of your rectangle. So Onshape remembers, hey, I'm looking at the top and the side, and it lines those up in the crosshairs. All right, so we're going to click on dimensions, and we're going to make this 0.375 inches in diameter, and then when we extrude, we're going to go 0.375 inches. We're going to add. All right, so remember, you can right click, and that's how you get the rotation. If you want to move it left, right, up and down, you the control button and the right mouse click to move it left and right, up and down. All right, so that's going to be 0.375. So you can click on the depth and use your mouse wheel and scroll up and down to adjust the depth, or you can simply type it in. So this is going to wrap up our step 2 of our 5-step process that we're going to go through with this object. And so we got the notches, we got the dovetail. Dovetail is meant to lock two pieces together, And the peg we're putting on there is also another way to lock into two objects together. So there's no lateral movement back and forth. And then the dovetail prevents vertical movement back and forth. All right, so there you go. There's step 2 of 5, and make sure that you don't delete this. I highly recommend that you make copies of this. You can select up there where it says Onshape. Right next to that, you'll see those 3 vertical or horizontal lines. You click on that, and it says Copy Image, and it's always good to have backup, because if you totally mess up, you can just go to your backup and start over again. Done that plenty of times, no shame in that. So anyway, so that's step 2 of our 5-step tutorial on this. Have fun with this, and I will see you in tutorial number 3. All right.